This braveness carries over into their riding career. A couple of horses, like Investor and his owner, trainer, and rider, Julie Allison, race and show simultaneously. Ex-race horses will typically march forward wherever their rider sends them, from a confidence born of their past experience with track life and crowds. In the course of extensive race training, horses will routinely stand on the cross ties for most aspects of their care, including harnessing, bathing, and for farrier or veterinary. Standardbreds will often race every week. Their busy schedule means they will spend countless hours shipping from training center to track and ensures they become very comfortable with loading and hauling. The Standardbred's personality is much different than you might expect from a racing athlete. When competing, he may appear somewhat fierce in his pursuit of victory, but the Standardbred is good-natured, friendly, and a quick learner. It is known for having a willing disposition. These horses take on new lifestyles and expectations with ease. From humble beginnings, the breed developed along with America. First as an all-purpose family horse, raced in friendly competitions on Sundays, to its 20th century pinnacle, as the sport reached a popularity second only to baseball, back in a time when Greyhound and Dan Patch were household names. Today, prestigious big-money race events such as the Hambletonian, the Meadowlands Pace, the North America Cup, and the Little Brown Jug often have purses exceeding $1 million and attract spectators and fans from across the world. The United States Trotting Association, or USTA, is the breed registry and record-keeping body for the harness racing industry. Every registered standardbred has been DNA tested and parentage verified before they can race. Simultaneous to the DNA testing, a freeze brand is applied to the right side of the horse's neck, as demonstrated by today's success in his rider Stephanie G. Wax and Studs Hooligan and Amanda Munson. The unique combination of letters and numbers in the freeze brand provides a permanent means of identification and allows them to be easily verified by officials in the race paddock. The freeze brand is indispensable in keeping the race records held by USTA accurate. Unlike a lip tattoo that wears and fades in time, the freeze brand is a mark that is readable for life, and is one of the many reasons the freeze brand is now used almost exclusively by the breed. In addition to being registered, each horse must meet a qualifying standard in order to race. This qualifying time assures that all race starters are competitive. In general, the 1 mile qualifying race requires a time of just under 2 minutes. This qualifying standard is significant as it's how the Standardbred got its name. The statistics for each qualifying fair or pari-mutuel race is securely transmitted to the USTA electronically via a central database, and no matter where in North America the horse races, the results are posted to his record within minutes of the race results going official. Complete charts of each race and video replays are available to the public from the USTA's website. Harness racing is unique in that it provides an unparalleled level of access to the sport and hands-on participation with its horses. Amateur driving and racing under saddle are two ways that hands-on owners can become participants with their own standardbreds. Racing under saddle, or monté racing as it's known in Europe, is quickly gaining popularity. The race is contested in the same way as a harness race, using a 1 mile distance and the mobile starting gate. The only difference is that the horses are ridden instead of driven. The trotters used for this type of racing will typically race in this fashion only a couple of times a year and are raced conventionally the remainder of the time. The USTA and Harness Horse Youth Foundation both put on events across the country to get those interested in horses more familiar with harness racing. The Youth Foundation has both day camps and 4-day events that teach kids under the age of 16 how to work with horses. The USTA Standardbred Driving School is an immersion event for those over the age of 16 and will be held this year in Delaware, Ohio, June 1st through the 4th at Delaware County Fairgrounds, home of the Little Brown Jug. For those that prefer to ride standardbreds at a slower speed, there are more opportunities to showcase your off-track standardbred than ever before. Regional and national standardbred shows have gained in popularity, as have standardbred divisions at open shows. It's easy to become a member of the many standardbred pleasure horse organizations and clubs located throughout the United States. There are also exciting breed awards available from various discipline groups, including the United States Dressage Federation, the American Endurance Ride Conference, and the American Driving Society. If you've always dreamed of owning a racehorse, there are now affordable syndicate openings that can make that dream a reality. There's nothing like experiencing the thrill of going to the winner's circle to celebrate your horse's victory with family and friends. It's an experience the whole family can enjoy and can make for an unforgettable night out. Make plans to visit one of the 32 pari-mutuel harness tracks or over 200 county fair tracks across the country. Ohio alone has 4 harness tracks that offer year-round racing: Northfield Park near Cleveland, Scioto Downs in Columbus, and the newly built Hollywood at Dayton Raceway and Miami Valley Raceway. To learn more about standardbreds, harness racing, and retraining, stop by the U.S. Trotting Association's booth and the new Vocations Racehorse Adoption Program booth, both located in the Breed Pavilion here in the Boyd Mitchell Center. You can also stop by the Horse and Farm exhibit in the Gilligan Complex to see even more great standardbreds. Please let's give a round of applause for this amazing and versatile athlete, the standardbred.